Hello. Trading is closed on the 30th of June 2022. Let's start with our disclaimer, go over our calls, make some predictions. I didn't have as much time today as I normally have to analyze things, and anyone who wants to risk money on the call should keep that in mind. It's my trading plan for tomorrow. I don't predict what happens overnight. I can be completely wrong, and any trade you make should be at your own risk. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this, and tomorrow should have the early high. We said this was either the end of this drop, or there should be one more drop and then a retrace. So we got the one more drop, and we haven't retraced through this area yet. And until we do, we can't be confident that's the right idea. We did have a target, 3802.19, and that printed. And we got to cross an old target from last week off the last 3759.73. And the next lower target we haven't hit is around 3200 from over a year ago, over a year and a half. Still have this 3841.76 target from this week. Nothing requires it to print anytime soon, but if we do recover from here, I would expect to see it, even though it isn't required. During the day, we had this huge rally. MEJT said this was a false move, and we'd undercut this low, this line, which we did. But still, in spite of this big drop, we closed over all the intraday lows, and this low here stopped right at a 61.8% retrace of the day's move. So for now, at least, it hasn't been invalidated. It stopped right at a support level. It is actually possible to come up with a wave count that works here. If this is A, and that's an ABC, the alternate count, if that's the end, it's 38.2, it's 0.382 times A, so there is a fib relationship. And if you look at this move here, I changed the count I had yesterday, but if you have A, you can have an A. Where's my B? Well, it's over here. You can have an A, B, C with C equal to A, and the fibs on B also work. And then if we have this drop, we can have an ABC, and this C has a fib relationship to A, and this A and C have a fib relationship. All the fibs work if we do hold here. Doesn't mean it's the right count, but at least if it rallies from here, you have a count which justifies it. You also have a volume spike on the, and this is the E micro contract, but these volume spikes are associated with market lows. Doesn't have to be a long-term low, but it's a sign of capitulation. And if we do rally from here, again, it's further evidence it might have a little fling up, particularly when Next week, Independence Day week, is one of the most historically bullish weeks of the year. So tomorrow's pattern has the early high. Doesn't mean you won't gap down. We have wave balance, a volume spike, and a Fibonacci retrace. Makes today a candidate for a short-term low. I mean, if these lows fall, then forget it. But for right now, at least, that's a candidate. Next week is historically bullish, but we should still have more downside ahead of us before too long. Now, I don't know what's going to happen overnight, and I don't know if this will hold or not, but if it holds, we could go well into the 3800s, if not some more. So we'll have to see if it holds or not. Tomorrow has the early high, and that's today's call.